Hey, it's Nitzan Mosery here. How are you? The Traveling Investor. And I want to share with you what I'm doing here at my property. So this is a 64 unit apartment complex that we just bought and we closed on it a couple of months ago. And let me share with you about the area. So right across the street from here is a middle school, elementary school. That's always awesome because you want to be in an area where there's families, where there's kids, where there's people that want to rent. And being across from a school, families always want to rent and be close to the school. So this is a good thing. We also have Lackland Air Force Base, which is not too far from here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the planes going overhead, but Lackland Air Force Base is a huge Air Force base here in San Antonio, and they're always flying overhead, and there's always staff and people and soldiers and military that live on base and off base, and we are going to capture the off base military and bring them to our property. So this is the property here behind me. It's a 64 unit property. It was built in two phases in 2011 and 2017, which is pretty good, so it's fairly new. We have a lot of SAHA, which is San Antonio Housing Authority tenants, which means that the rents are paid by the San Antonio Housing Authority, which means that a lot of them are subsidized. Okay, which is really good, especially now with the COVID and the pandemic and people losing their jobs and so forth. You want to be able to have surety of your income coming in. We bought this property, we put it under contract, and the story behind this property was that it was about 80% occupied when we bought it, and the seller had to occupy it and get it up to stabilization before we could close on it, and then we closed on it. Now we put a property manager inside and we're running the property. A couple of things that we did to the property so far: we cleaned up the property. We're going to, I don't know if you can see the parking lot here, we're going to retar the parking lot and restripe it shortly. Let me see if you can see the red striping here. We're going to paint that as well. We're taking care of the outside. We just installed the dog park because there are a lot of pets on the property. And what we noticed when we took over the property is that there were no pet fees, there were no pet deposits, and pets weren't allowed. So everybody that was on the property that had a pet illegally, all right, or not according to their lease. So what we did was we signed everybody up that had a pet. We took a pet deposit. Half of it was non-refundable, half of it was, and now we're charging for a pet fee as well, on a monthly pet fee. We put in a dog park, as I said. We're going to be putting in barbecue pits, because in the back over here, let me walk over here and show you. In the back we have a nice little alleyway where all the condensers are, the AC condensers, and people are barbecuing, and they've got their barbecue pits and all that in the back over here, which is nice that people like to barbecue. They go outside and they spend time with their families and whatnot. However, we don't want people putting their grills, okay, let me show you right behind me. See, right there in this alleyway right over here, okay, there's barbecue pits and whatnot, and so you see we've closed it off for people walking in and out, but they can still get through the breezeways. So what we're going to do is we're going to block that off as well, and we're going to put right near the dog park, we're going to put barbecue pits, benches, and so forth, and we're fixing it up, and we're renovating it, and we're jacking the rents up and making this a profitable multifamily property. So this is what we do, this is how we do it, and why we do it is because we want to create positive cash flow for us and for our families and for our investors, right? Real estate is one of the best ways to create wealth and to maintain wealth and to grow your wealth. And right now, it's a great time to buy. You know, it's always a good time to buy real estate, right? They say, don't wait to buy real estate and wait. So that's what we're doing. We're buying multifamilies. I just went to look at another 46 unit Class A property in San Antonio that has 50,000 square feet of retail on the bottom as well. Beautiful property right in the Arts District, and they're building and building and building. So San Antonio is a really hot market, and this is why we're in it. We're in the path of progress. This area is moving, it's gentrifying as well. We're going to be able to increase rent, and this is why we do what we do, so that we can create passive income for ourselves and our families. And also why I do this business, I love it because my wife joined me as well. We got our in-laws. I have my in-laws. Her parents are watching the kids at home. She flew in last night. I flew in yesterday morning, and we're hanging out. I'm here. She's walking around downtown San Antonio enjoying herself. We had breakfast together. Tonight we're going to go out for dinner, walk around the Riverwalk, and enjoy ourselves. This is what it's supposed to be about. Enjoying life, having a good time, making money, creating wealth, creating generational wealth for you, your children, your children's children, so that you can go out and live life on your terms. I'm Nitzan Mosri, the traveling investor, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Take care.